it's Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. How are you guys? It is still super cold, and I'm going to get this in really quick, but I want to thank one of my subscribers for actually letting me know about this gem of content because this is going to make you laugh. Now, welcome to my channel if you are brand new. I am Katie Joy, and this is Without a Crystal Ball. We cover a lot of trending topics and news, and I'm sick right now, so I'm sure you can hear that in my voice. But today, one of my subscribers sent me a message, I think on Twitter, or maybe it was on Instagram, I don't know, and it was a link to Paris Hilton's new cooking show on YouTube. That's right, Paris Hilton has launched a YouTube channel, and this is such a train wreck that I had to share it with you. Now, I should note, she just started her YouTube channel not long ago, and she has around 257,000 subscribers, and she has almost 2 million views on this video that she uploaded just 5 days ago called Cooking with Paris. On the video, she explains that she's a wonderful cook while holding a dog in an apron, a little tiny dog in an apron, in a kitchen while wearing fingerless gloves, her hair down, and it looks like so unsanitary, and you never see her wash her hands. This show was like a recipe for food poisoning, and it was delivered to you a la Paris Hilton fashion. She complains about having to do work grating cheese. She makes lasagna. She doesn't know her way around the kitchen. She uses utensils that you would never use when making lasagna, cooking meat, or even putting together a lasagna. Her explanations are zil with none. She misses ingredients, but it doesn't matter. It's Paris, and you guys are gonna love it. So what I did was, it's a 15-minute video. I drilled it down and took out some of the best clips. And then what I did was I sped it up so that you guys don't have to watch it in full speed. So I'm going to show you this, but I will say I was laughing pretty hard while I was watching this. And I'll post a link when I'm done in the description so you can watch the full video. But it's pretty comical. I'm not sure if she's actually trying to be serious, but I think she is. Although Paris was actually interviewed this week by People magazine and said that she's been playing a character her whole life and no one knew it. Yeah, I don't know if I believe that. But, so let's take a look. So I've added some effects to it so you can enjoy it as well. So I'm going to just get this started.
And all of you know, people who do know that I'm an amazing cook. So make sure to put the oven to 375 when you start the whole process. Delicate, these break really easily. So this will start it will like shrink so they're not so big and they'll fit, but don't break them in half or it just ruins lasagna bun. I like using a lot of it because it's amazing, but don't use this much, it's way too much. I would definitely recommend getting shredded mozzarella because now I have to grate the cheese. This is my first time cooking here, so I have no idea if I even have one. Yes, so brutal. I haven't done this since I was little, I would like.
So she doesn't know where the grater is, and whoever was her assistant bought regular block cheese, and she's like, I don't even know if I have a grater. And every step of the way, like when she's getting the lasagna thing, the lasagna noodles, she's like, I got the ones that you actually have to cook instead of you have to steam them. It's just so much work. Like every single step of the way, you can tell she's irritated. It's going to take so much more work. It's comical at best, and I still think she's being completely serious, but I'm not sure because it's Paris Hilton.
My mom and I are so excited to do this now. Like, I have a much bigger appreciation for already shredded mozzarella already. Okay, I'm gonna get another piece of cheese. I'm scared I'm gonna start grinding my fingers off. So I wear my chef gloves. They're usually for slitting, but now that it's 2020, you're still gonna see slitting. It's slitting in a different way. So the next step is the ricotta.
So she throws in her catchphrase, sliving, which is a combination of something and living. Slaying and living. So you're slaying and living. So she's sliving, wearing her fingerless gloves that she calls her chef gloves, with her hair down while she's making her lasagna and she's grating her cheese. I seriously can't stop laughing.
cheese, which you just mix around. And you don't need to use cheese with milk. You can use organic cheese, there's almond cheese, there's soy, there's like so many different types of cheeses now that it's not one.
You guys, there's so many different kinds of cheese. There's organic cheese. There's almond cheese. There's soy cheese. There's organic cheese, you guys. You don't have to use milk cheese. I can't.
Well, one needs to work. Okay. Yeah, it's too small. So I want to make sure it's like cooked, like not all the way. So again with this, I'm not sure of the exact measurement of what you're supposed to do, but this is what I do every time. So like, oh no, okay. Take a towel, get bottle of water, just like, who knows what's gonna be served, it's beyond. And then it's gonna down.
So she dumps all of the salt on her meat, right? And then she goes into the fridge and she gets a bottle of water. And she goes, gotta use the bottle of water because we don't even know it's in the sewers. It's just beyond. And she pats down all of the massive amounts of salt that she puts on the meat that she's trying to do for the lasagna. We'll continue.
Anyway, I have no idea how much, but I love putting this on. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11, because I love 11. So grind it as much as you can. And squeeze all that juice.
So she's using a potato masher and a spatula for a barbecue to ground the meat on an oven, on a stove. At one point, she was using 3 spatulas to brown the meat. It's beautiful.
Into the drainer. Just get all that oily stuff. It's so nasty. Tomato sauce.
Then she drains the oily stuff. The oily stuff. You know the oily stuff, the fat you get when you're actually like browning ground beef because it's fatty. And then she drains it right into the sink. My like insides were like screaming when I watched this. I hope this isn't her house because her sink is going to be so clogged because she put the oily stuff down the sink. It's like no one taught her basics about the kitchen. Oh wait, she's grown up as an heiress. She probably never had to learn.
In here, okay. I was supposed to chop these onions and garlic, but I feel my lasagna should not have onion or garlic in it. So now I have all the ingredients I see.
So her lasagna would have taken a little bit more time if she would have had the onion and the garlic in there, but she's just decided that she's just gonna skip the onion and the garlic, which actually add a really good flavor to the lasagna. And when I make lasagna, find it to be a very important part of when you brown the meat. So when you brown the meat, when I make lasagna, and I'm not a master chef or a Rachel Way by any means, but you add that to the beef. And then she's like, you don't have to do this. I had to grate the cheese. That was a lot of work. And then I had to use a spoon that I'm not supposed to use. And then I had to use those big spatulas for the meat. I'm just gonna skip this. This is too much.
Bottom. And then start layering. If they rip, it ruins the whole thing, so just don't use those ones. So next, I take their cottage cheese. I'm gonna do another layer. And I do a lot of this. Halfway done. So just repeat. This is very cottage. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Final part, just the cheese. Everything on it. And now it's going to be the final step. The little mince on. Okay. Let's see if it's ready. Yes. So that's how you cook Paris lasagna. I hope you guys enjoyed the little cooking show. I'm going to be cooking more.
So that's it, you guys. That's it. So she skips 2 of the main ingredients. She doesn't give you any sort of, she gives you the instructions in the beginning for like the quantities, but she clearly doesn't even follow the instructions. She uses more ricotta than you're supposed to, than the recipe calls for. She uses more eggs. She covers it with tinfoil initially, but then when she opens the oven, the tinfoil is gone. Doesn't explain why. In the middle of her cooking, she takes a photo And she's like, I just have to update you guys and let you know that I'm cooking with Paris. And then she's drinking water and she's like this juice and she's like this, I don't even know, some sort of bottled something drink. And she's like, it's like I'm eating healthy while I'm eating, it's like I'm being healthy while I'm eating lasagna. I'm not sure who actually taught her to cook, but this was hilarious and I would probably watch it again. And I find it, you know, hey, she's a chameleon. She will never not try anything. She's DJing across the world. Now she's going to become a famous cook. She's had over 25 fragrances. She's no slouch by any means. I mean, she has created and mastered her brand and made herself a lot of money. But I highly doubt that any major chefs will be inviting her into a kitchen anytime soon, especially when you negate major steps. You don't wash your hands. You have a dog in the kitchen in an apron, and you dump salt all over the lasagna. Can you imagine? And then she just wipes it off with a towel. She's like, oh, hold on. She just dabs out the extra salt. No rhyme or reason. It's like cooking with Paris is how I imagine everything with Paris. Fly by the seat of their pants and just don't take a lot of effort. Try not to put as little effort as possible into it. I will link the description for the full video below where you can catch the whole hilariousness of her, you know, sliving, talking about the nasty sewers, and using 3 spatulas. That's the most hilarious part. I didn't put the whole part in there because you have to watch it on our channel. The full 3 spatulas. You will die laughing. It's 15 minutes. You can speed it up. It really shouldn't take that. I mean, 15 minutes was a long one for this one. But either way, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I know I did. Thank you to my subscriber for sending me this clip. And I will be back later. Before we go, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Also, make sure you follow me on social media because notifications on YouTube are not working right now. And if you have any questions, concerns, or want to reach out to me, feel free to do so by following me on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook. All right, you guys, I'll be back in a little while.